Hello lovelies, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Studio Time. I am in the studio and I don't have that much time, so I'm going to paint over a sheet, a page in my journal that is full of leftover paint and stencil marks. I'm going to use my Secret Stash Mixed Media Backgrounds book, if you haven't heard about it yet. It basically has 98 pages of my art, taken from my art journals and paintings that you can tear and cut up and use in your own art. As you can see, there's lots of colors and I've already used some of the pages. You will notice a white strip at the top. That's just a misprinted copy that I'm reusing, so that won't appear if you order a book from me. And I'm just going through the pages and finding something that I like, an element or just some colors or anything that's going to contrast a little bit with my mostly turquoise background. So I'm just tearing up pages. I know it feels a little bit weird because it's a book, but it is meant to be torn or actually used as your own art journal. You can paint directly in it if you want. The paper is matte and uncoated, so you can very easily write on it or paint on it. It's no problem at all. And all I'm going to do is simply just tear up some very thin little scraps of paper that I will then glue onto my page with some gel medium just to make an interesting background to play with. As you can see, this was a very easy background to start on, and I'm going to now add a little texture with this beautiful leafy stencil. I really like the pattern there. It's really cool. So I'm going to add a contrasting color so it really pops on my page. Since I've got a bit of leftover paint that I don't want to waste, I'm just going to use the stencil again and add it to another journal page. So as you can see, I'm building a background with just leftover paint, just like I did with the one I'm currently working on. And then I'll deal with it later. Now let's add a little bit more pop with some more of that beautiful dilution paint. It's taken me a little while to get used to them, but I really love them now. I love how contrasting and opaque they are, so I know that I can add anything on top of my busy background and it will just pop. So I'm just adding a few circles, just finger painting and having fun. Just not trying to think too much because I just want to enjoy the process. And I'm just going to have a little play with my distress crayons in my favorite colors, which actually match perfectly what I've got on my backgrounds and layers at the moment. So I'm just adding a few circles and just fading them out with my finger, rubbing them in basically into the background so it all feels a little bit smooth and blended together, I guess. Nothing too hard once again. going to add a little bit of shine with my beloved pearlescent iridescent acrylics. Absolutely love them and I use them everywhere. You've seen them before in my videos, and if you don't know about them, make sure to click on the link to go to the blog post and you'll have the full list of supplies there and where to buy those paints from. I'm now going to add a little bit more texture, but nothing to overpower my page. So I'm just using this reverse chicken wire stencil. I really love it, with some dark gray ink. So you'll be able to see it, but it's not too strong. And just adding it in a few little gaps on my page here and there. I think it looks lovely. I really like the texture. And finally, to add a little bit more pop and detail, I'm going to use some white paint and my favorite stencil at the moment. This is the Mixed Media Store Pretty Borders stencil. It's got really cool little patterns on there, one with hearts and stars, and I really love this little bubble one that's just adding a sort of little falling raindrops on my page, which I really love. And there you have it. I'm really pleased with the results, even though it was a quick page. And I hope that you are feeling inspired as well. Make sure to check out my Secret Stash book. It's been recently released and you can buy it on Amazon or on my website. No problem at all. I'll see you guys very soon for another video, and make sure to subscribe to my newsletter if you'd like more. Thanks. Bye for now.